June 9, 2012. This is Just Under Cheap. Just sharing some thoughts with all of you. Just want to share some information regarding process serving. People wonder what process serving is, and what it is whenever a legal document needs to be given to someone, the courts want the assurance that the recipient of the document actually received it and knows about it. And the way they have set the system up to assure that is that certain court documents are required to be process served. And usually what that means is someone hires a process server who takes a copy of the document and personally gives it to that named party. One can also serve the document themselves, and if you're self-represented, one is probably in the better position to be able to serve documents because you know exactly who it is you're serving most of the time. Now, personal service means that one has to just leave the document with the named individual. There's no need to touch the person with it, or to there's no need for them to have to receive it or take it in their hands or anything like that. As long as you identify the individual you're serving and then leave the document in their possession, which means one can put it at their feet, put it on the table beside them. As long as it's left in their possession and one walks away, it's considered served. After one serves a document, they have to fill out a affidavit of service, and the affidavit of service simply states, on such and such a day at such and such a time, I, process server, in one's name, process served the attached court documents according to such and such a rule of court. And one would attach a copy of the documents that were served, swear out the affidavit, which means a commissioner of oaths swore the affidavit, or administered the swearing of the affidavit, and then the original affidavit of service and a copy is filed in the court file, so that whenever the judge looks in the file, they'll see that yes, all the subject documents, or the relevant documents in the court file, were indeed served on the receiving parties. Now, service of documents can be done other ways other than just personal service. As in, personal service is physically handing the document from the process server to the receiving party. Other ways to affect personal service, or other ways to affect court document service, are to send the document by registered mail. When the recipient signs for the document, it's considered served on the date and time that the recipient signed for the document. One would take a printout from the online Canada Post, from the Canada Post website. There's a nifty little tool there. One just prints the signature box, so you can actually have a copy of the signature of the individual who received the document, as well as the date and time and that the document is picked up. One would include that in the affidavit of service, stating that the document was served on that date and time, and they would include a copy of the proof of signature in with their affidavit as an exhibit. Another way to affect personal service is if one is attempting to serve someone at home and they're having a difficult time actually meeting them, one can serve an individual by leaving a copy with an adult at that residence, and then the following day sending by mail by a prepaid mail another copy of the document. So that means a copy of the document is left with someone at the house, and the next day a copy was mailed by prepaid mail to the recipient party. That's considered served. One can serve a business by leaving the document with someone who appears to be in charge of the business, such as a manager or someone who appears to be running the business, or at least in charge of the business. One can serve a city or municipality by leaving a copy of the document with any solicitor representing the city, such as the city solicitor. For City of Fredericton, that would be Michelle Berzak. And then one can also leave it with the city clerk, the mayor, and there's various other individuals that are basically officers of the corporation known as the City of Fredericton that the document can be left with. Serving any one of these, and they're actually listed in the Rules of Court under Rule 18 of the Rules of Court. It's actually very specific about who can be served when, how, and whatnot regarding service. So I'd encourage anyone, if you're interested in process serving documents yourself, to go ahead and look under Rule 18 of the Rules of Court. Another convenient method of service is if one is represented by a solicitor, one can actually fax a copy of the document with a fax cover page with specific information on it to the solicitor of record for that individual. It's quite convenient to do so. I try to use that method as much as possible. So that's all for today. Just the topic of serving court documents. Thanks for listening. Have a great day.